The scoreboard might show a 24-21 loss against the New England Patriots, but what really unfolded on that field tells a completely different story. A hidden quarterback controversy is brewing in Midnight Green. Dynamic roster dark horses are fighting for their professional lives, and the depth chart is about to experience a massive shakeup. If you believe this was just another meaningless exhibition game, you need to look closer. If you love pure football breakdown and want the real story without the fluff, make sure you hit that like button, share this video, and subscribe to join the family. When you peel back the box score, nobody in Philadelphia is losing sleep over a 3-point preseason defeat. Head coach Nick Sirianni and Patriots head coach Mike Vrabel walked into this matchup knowing exactly what they wanted. Both franchises spent Wednesday and Thursday in intense, fierce joint practices, running situational drills, intense red zone battles, and one-on-ones. The starters already put in their championship-caliber work in a controlled setting. This night was never about Jalen Hurts or the starting lineup. It was an audition for the fringes, a proving ground for the second and third units, and an answer to a crucial question. When real adversity hits, who can this coaching staff actually trust? The most critical battle unfolding right in front of our eyes is the backup quarterback spot, and the tension is reaching a boiling point. The front office brought in Andy Dalton for veteran poise, system versatility, and a seasoned perspective across multiple coaching trees. Yet on the field, the execution fell completely flat. Dalton looked erratic and out of rhythm from his opening snap. On the very first series, he sailed an out route over Darius Cooper. Shortly after, he had Eli Stowers wide open downfield on a corner post for a potential momentum-changing explosive play and completely overshot him. For a young player battling for confidence and summer momentum, missing that connection stings. While Dalton managed to salvage a scoring drive later, that success was driven almost entirely by the relentless rushing of Will Shipley rather than any high-level quarterback play. Contrast that with Tanner McKee. McKee is not without his flaws. He can be indecisive, pats the football in the pocket, and his towering frame occasionally causes throws to sail. But when you look at the raw tools, pocket poise, and downfield upside, the gap between McKee and Dalton is undeniable. McKee orchestrated the offense with real rhythm, finishing 16 of 22 for 173 yards, 2 touchdowns, 0 interceptions, and a stellar 125.8 passer rating. He protected the football, delivered under pressure, and set up thrilling run-after-catch scores for Britton Covey and Carson Steele. This brings us directly to our question of the day. Who deserves the QB2 job when the regular season kicks off? Are you locking in the veteran Andy Dalton, or has Tanner McKee officially earned the backup spot behind Jalen Hurts? Let me know your exact pick down in the comments below. Then there is the wild card in the room, Cole Payton. Thrust into an impossible late-game scenario down by 3 following a defensive breakdown and a nullified play due to illegal hands to the face, Payton suffered a strip sack. Despite that tough break, his unique mobility offers an entirely different dynamic. In a modern offense, having a dual-threat asset who can operate in specialized, sub-package run looks gives him an edge that neither Dalton nor McKee possesses. Exposing a developmental talent like Payton to waivers is a massive gamble, making the final preseason showcase pivotal for how many quarterbacks this roster can carry. Beyond the quarterbacks, the backfield showcased serious depth and jaw-dropping athleticism. Everyone is crossing their fingers for Saquon Barkley to dominate the regular season with superstar numbers. But if adversity strikes, the stable behind him is built to produce. Will Shipley continues to validate his role as a high-end rotational weapon, delivering explosive gains, including a massive 50-yard wheel route connection in practice and 11 tough carries for 56 yards on game night. Then Carson Steele stole the entire show. Steele put on a highlight reel clinic, racking up over 100 all-purpose yards and 6 catches for 84 yards. He capped his electric night by hurdling a defender on an explosive wheel route into the end zone. With past experience in Kansas City as a physical fullback and versatile runner, Steele is forcing the coaching staff to ask whether they can afford to keep 4 running backs and utilize him as a versatile hybrid weapon on the final 53. Offensive coordinator Kellen Moore and the offensive staff saw significant progress in overall operational cleanliness. Last week's lackluster 83 passing yards against Baltimore were replaced by a balanced 301 total yards and 211 through the air. The outside zone running scheme carved out 90 yards on the ground, creating explosive opportunities off play action and blitz counters. Up front, the offensive line depth looks dramatically stronger than a year ago. Willie Lampkin has been an absolute technician on the interior. Despite measuring at 5'10" and 290 pounds, Lampkin uses elite leverage, powerful hands, and pure tenacity to displace massive defensive tackles. His ability to plug in at both center and guard provides invaluable insurance if starting guards face setbacks. Alongside the development of Drew Kindle on the interior and rookie tackle Markeel Bell seamlessly transitioning to the right side with exceptional seal blocks, the second-string trenches are holding firm. Add in veteran Fred Johnson and developmental sixth-rounder Michael Morris, and the front five boasts high-end security across every position. Defensively, young disruptors are creating massive headaches for the front office in the best way possible. On the edge, Joshua Uche, an international player pathway standout, delivered a breathtaking pass rush, using raw bend, burst, and long strides to secure a dominant pursuit sack. Alongside Jose Ramirez, Uche is flashing at a premium position where talent cannot simply be stashed on waivers. On the interior, Ty Robinson exploded for 2 sacks, 3 tackles for loss, and 4 total tackles, proving he has completely revitalized his standing in the defensive tackle rotation. In the secondary, Sean Wade continued his knack for generating turnovers by punching the ball loose, while defensive tackle David Onyemata demonstrated raw power, pushing 300-pound blockers straight into the backfield. Preseason records never tell the true story of an NFL franchise. The real measure of August is finding the hidden playmakers, discovering who steps up under the lights, and solidifying the foundation across all 3 phases. Philadelphia has uncovered explosive playmakers and fierce depth at running back, offensive line, edge rusher, and quarterback. As the cut-down deadline approaches and the regular season opener against the Washington Commanders looms, the talent at the bottom of this roster is making every single roster decision extraordinarily difficult. And that is exactly where Contender wants to be.